who you are. That is 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 who you are.
There are those who recognize, well, my past sins have been forgiven, but you know what? Tomorrow is still coming. And today's urges tomorrow might manifest themselves, and I might fall short. Future sins, maybe that's a problem. There are others who realize, I know that I've sinned and come short of the glory of God, but you don't know what I did. Bad stuff. Maybe, Rodney, maybe my sins were worse than yours. Can God forgive that? Is it sufficient? What about the sins that are worse than the bad ones? Mary, I don't know about that guy next to you. Hypothetically, people think, mine were bad, but man, I think his were worse. How's he going to get into heaven? How's he going to make it? And then there are those who feel like, I've tried to confess it all. But what if I miss something and there's something that I've done that I don't confess? What am I going to do about that? Boy, that's a lot of stuff to be concerned about. It's a lot of weight to carry. What a challenge. For the law, since it is only a shadow of the things to come and not the very form of things, can never by the same sacrifices year by year, which they offer continually, make perfect those who draw near. Otherwise, would they not have ceased to be offered, because the worshipers, having once been cleansed, would no longer have had consciousness of sins? But in those sacrifices there is a reminder of sins year by year, for it is impossible for the blood of bulls and of goats to take away sins. Here's the big picture. The Mosaic covenant, the Levitical system of worship, the sacrifices, the offerings, in and of themselves, although they covered sins, they did not take them away. Year after year after year after year, generation after generation, people came trying to find help for their sin. Problem still persists. However, in verses 11 through 14, the writer is going to rush in and tell the reader, he's going to tell them that the sacrifice of Jesus for every believer, it's not only the blood that was shed, but it's the blood that perfects. So in verse 11, the writer says, and every priest stands daily ministering and offering time after time the sacrifices, which can never take away sins. But he, having offered one sacrifice for sin for all time, sat down at the right hand of God, waiting from that time onward until his enemies be made a footstool for his feet. For by one offering he has perfected for all time those who are sanctified. And then finally, you would find this truth in verses 15 through 11. There's no need to offer animals on the altar anymore. There's no need to shed the blood of bulls or lambs or turtle doves. Not anymore. Because the one sacrifice of Jesus Christ was the one offering that completely and totally took away sin, perfected humanity from their sin problem, and set us free.
That is who you are.